everyone. I'm Lauren Comer. I'm a senior product marketing manager here at MindTickle. Sales readiness is a relatively young and emerging market, but at MindTickle, we're proud that we get to play a part in shaping what sales readiness is and how it helps revenue leaders drive and create sales excellence. That's why we're proud to announce the first annual and first ever in the market State of Sales Readiness Report. The Sales Readiness Report is the first ever benchmarking report for the sales readiness space. But why did we create this report? Well, one of the main reasons was in research that we did in 2021 with Heinz Marketing, we found that less than 15% of sales organizations were hitting their sales goals, and that really hurt. We wanted to know the answer, like you, to the million, or in some cases, billion-dollar question, which is, what are those quota-crushing sales teams actually doing differently that's helping them achieve that sales excellence? We specifically wanted to really understand this in the context of sales enablement, sales content, conversations, coaching, and performance benchmarking. And we wanted to understand what are the best practices and behaviors that they're exhibiting in these areas to really move the needle. So we set out on a quest to really understand those best practices and those behaviors. And in the process, we found that we were sitting on a gold mine of data. And that's actually our own MindTickle customer data. So we spent months analyzing the activity of over 1 million users across 350 customer learning environments in over 190 different countries. And the result of that is our State of Sales Readiness Benchmark Report. Now, our goal for this report is that you can be armed with the stats and the data points that you need to be able to benchmark your organization and understand where you're kicking sales readiness butt and where you have opportunity to improve. Now, we really let the data speak for itself throughout the report, but we have woven in tips and recommendations and quotes throughout from sales readiness leaders in the industry to help you really connect the dots between the data and what you can do to take action. So let's give a quick appetizer, so to speak, of what you can expect to see in this report. And I'll start with one of my favorites, and that's that top performing sales teams have sales reps complete 4 role plays per year. That's because sellers really need practice to hone what they've learned in training. And I'm talking not just in the context of onboarding, but continuously practicing anytime that there's a major change to messaging, to competitive positioning, to go to market, that they have the ability to practice in a safe environment so that they don't practice on your customers. We also found that top organizations also leverage AI-powered technology so that they can give their sellers a safe space to practice on their own time, get immediate feedbacks, but then also to be able to scale certification efforts across even the biggest organizations. Now, the next stat is one that I personally have a love-hate relationship with as a marketer. And I love it because it's a great stat, but I hate it because of what it says. So it says that sales content, with sales content, over 50% of engagement comes from only 10% of content. And we also found, though, that how often your content gets updated and refreshed increases the level of engagement, or there's a correlation between the two. And this speaks to the fact that the way that you organize your sales content and how often you update your sales content really impacts engagement. So it's critical that you make it easy for sellers to find what they need when they need it with just-in-time content, and that you house it in a system with tags and the ability to search and the ability to group so they can really find what they need. Additionally, we recommend that you house it in a system that allows you to set a cadence for refreshing that content based on an individual asset level so that you can keep it fresh and keep it updated and then keep it used. And the last stat that I'll share with you is that 85% of reps report being coached on open deals, but only 24% report being coached on long-term skills. And I mean, do I really need to explain why this is a startling stat? We've all heard that parable before of teaching a man to fish, right? We all know that building seller skills today out of the context of an individual deal really reaps dividends for that rep into the future and enables them to replicate those skills well beyond the confines of one deal. That's just 3 stats from the State of Sales Readiness 2022. And I wish I could spend more time digging into each of them with you, but with how much data is in there, that would really take a long time. So download the State of Sales Readiness 2022 and see for yourself how you stack up in sales readiness.